Regrets of your success are carried inside you. Only you can take control. You're the keeper of your soul. If you want to leave.
Good morning, beautiful. It's Bonnie. Today I want to tell you a little story. Many years ago, I lived in Fiji at Tony Robbins Resorts, and I helped run a program called Life Mastery, where people came and they did various different exercises that would stretch them to teach them a lesson or a goal. So one of the exercises that we had them do on the very first day they arrived on the island was called the poles. And so what we do, we put them on these little mini buses and we drive them out to these poles, and essentially what they were was a 54-foot power pole. And we'd harness them up, and then their job was to climb up the pole and stand on the very top of it. Now imagine a power pole. It's only about that big around. And again, it's 54 feet up and there's tropical breezes blowing, so this pole is not very steady. So this was absolutely terrifying for so many people. And what would happen is you would watch everyone as they journeyed up the pole, and you would learn different lessons. Some people just scurried up and jumped off right away. Other people had a really hard time, and different lessons were learned through that in itself. But the interesting thing is once you got to the top of the pole, there was a trapeze that was about 6 feet out. Now you had two choices. You could jump to the trapeze and hold on to it, because most people want something to hold on to when they jump, right? Or you could just take the jump and trust that whatever needed to happen was going to happen. Now I would watch week after week, and so many people would just be striving for that trapeze, the thing that was right in front of them, just the quickest, most secure thing to grab onto. And after a couple weeks of doing this and watching hundreds of people do the pole, I realized that the true beauty in life comes from jumping off a pole and not knowing what you're jumping into. Now, every single time someone trusted enough to do this, they were granted an experience that was much better than they could ever imagine. They were supported and loved and nurtured by hundreds when they came down to the ground. So I really encourage you to ask yourself, where have I jumped to that closest trapeze? Where have I just grabbed onto something because it was right in front of me and it's not what I truly want in my life? And if I had the courage to actually jump and trust that something would catch my fall, what else could I have in my life? Always remember, you are the one. Be your own best friend.